I wanted to see if I could make a waterfall that pops not out of the wall, but through like a little aqueduct that extends from the wall. And when you're done with it, you just hit the switch again, and it'll kind of flicker back and forth, and there you go. Waterfall's gone. I'm very happy that I managed to time it so that the water almost flows out one step ahead of the extension. Here it is without shaders. I don't like showing stuff without shaders because it becomes apparent that I don't know how to make stuff look pretty. Yeah, and then here's it retracting. It's also right on the edge of how quickly it can pull back in without creating like a couple extra streams accidentally. And then here's the device, like without, you know, not inside a cave somewhere, just in a creative world. You can see it's pretty much what you'd expect. There's just some rows of honey blocks and some pistons and circuits that control when they pop out. Let's make it noon. The most basic circuit being used here is this slime extender. I showed it in a couple other videos, but it's a really easy mechanic to like create a quadruple or a 5-block piston extender. So the concept now is that we have 3 of these like behind a wall that will extend and kind of form a trough for the water to pour out of. You could hide this dispenser back up in here, but I wanted the water stream to be as long as possible. The design went through many phases. First it was heart, then it was a derp face, and then I realized I had to have piston butts showing, and I changed it from, oh, it's not really a derp face, this is like these are like the nostrils. But because the back of the pistons looks like cobblestone, I tried to disguise it as ruins of some kind. What's cool is the dispenser and the pistons aren't affected by the vines, so it can like punch through vine growth when it extends. The problem with using this simple circuit here though is that using torch burnout, like, you know, we are right here, only works if we're extending out by 4 blocks. And here we're extending by I think 6 and 7 blocks top and bottom. This is why I love the torch burnout, because this is the alternative if you need to like extend and retract specific amounts other than 4. Specifically, I think we need to pulse this thing, what, 6 times going forward and then 8 times going back. And that's something we can control with these books. So like if I, you know, add an extra pulse by turning the page here, now it will go out, yeah, it comes back 1 and will just kind of not really do anything when it tries to retract. Anyways, once you have a way to control how many pulses the pistons get, then you can go ahead and just kind of wire everything up. I am using one trick here, which is that this lower honey line, so with these 2 pistons, those 2 pistons need to pulse exactly 1 more time than the other 2 lines of honey above it, because it's extending 1 block further. Easy way to do that is just add a couple repeaters on the like main line that's getting pulsed. So now when the pulsing ends, these repeaters will kind of pass along 1 extra pulse to these 2 pistons here. And then the last step was just to try to make this thing as small as I could. I did manage to get rid of one of the lecterns by like controlling instead how long this one lectern is connected to the cooldown circuit. So this super jank like slime and observer setup here, it's just a way to deliver 2 different lengths of signal to the initial cooldown timer here. One slightly neat side effect of compacting it was that I think there's 2 game ticks of delay between this upper right extender and the upper left one, which I like. It makes it look a little bit more organic when it extends. You could also use this waterfall as like an entrance to a secret base. So you hide the switch, you swim up to the top, and then you'd have some kind of, I don't know, setup like this maybe, where, yeah, and you crawl through. It appears that the name Waterpeep is up for grabs. That's all for this time. My name's Chris. Thanks for watching.